Humblum back in here in St. Louis, where there's already been a shocker today. Stanford over Kansas, and now the Wichita State Shockers, the undefeated #1 seed, is about to take on Kentucky. The winner to advance to Indianapolis and the Sweet 16, and a matchup Friday night against Louisville. Well, Greg, you're an old point guard who won a national championship, and I want to hear your take on what to watch for as you see the 5 freshman starters for Kentucky and the Wichita State 5, led by Anthony Early, who gives them 16 points a game. Take a look at the officials, Stewart, Reed, and Gaffney. And what is it we'll be looking for as far as not just dribbling it, but what are you looking for out of Andrew Harrison?
Well, tempo is going to be big in this game. Both teams are terrific defensively. Kentucky not as efficient in the open floor as they're probably going to need to be today. And that's why Harrison's going to be big. His ability to get them easy baskets in the open floor is going to be critical.
This is Colby out to Early. And Baker. It's a physical team from Kentucky. Young, but strong and tremendous size. Every starter at least 6'6".
And discipline is going to be big here because they're going to have to play a lot of possessions like that one late in the shot clock, because Wichita State really won't force a lot of bad decisions in the half court.
Van Vliet was the one who fired the 3. Randall rebounded it, and here is Andrew Harrison. And James Young, who Wichita State believes is the guy to watch.
And Jim, watch this matchup with Harrison and Van Vliet. Van Vliet not as big or as physical, but savvy and crafty in terms of anticipation.
4 on the shot clock. Aaron Harrison, the twin brother who led them the other night much of the way, had 18 in the game against Kansas State. Down low, they go to Colby. Kadeem Colby, he's off the mark. And Young is pulled down by Cotton for the foul. Early, jumper, no. Wichita State's missed his first 3. Harrison driving with the left hand, puts it up and in.
And that right there, we talked about those transition opportunities. Who takes advantage of them, I think, is going to be big today, and that's a terrific job by Harrison in the open floor.
Harrison not showing any effects here at the start. Baker hits the shot. It's a 3. Some size, and Shadrach Bluefield, who had good minutes Friday night in a lopsided win over Cal Poly. Here he is, working on a freshman, and he scores.
See, that's one of the areas.
Aaron Harrison now handling the ball. Drives in.
There you go.
And puts it in.
Another example, just understanding angles and utilizing size on that possession.
It's interesting, they took Andrew Harrison out, put Poitras in. And there is Lucille. We said he came up big Friday night. He could be the X factor. Foul on Johnson, his first. And the senior unable to get the 3-point play. Andrew Harrison back out there. This is James Young. Ball on the floor by Poitras.
In terms of an X factor for Kentucky, great energy, and when he gets an early basket, he seems to be far more engaged defensively.
That one will do it for him. No doubt, and Early
to defend out on the perimeter. Wichita State's going to a zone here,
which Aaron Harrison beats. Blocks it. Over 100 on the season. Randall to Young, and Young. It's another 3 for the Wildcats.
That's already 3 triples, or 2 triples, I should say, in the game for Kentucky.
Baker drives in and is fouled by Aaron Harrison. 5th game of his Wichita State career on Friday. He's 48-2. Only losing in last.
He does have 3 assists and 2 rebounds, which tells you he's not forcing the game. Really good sign for the Wildcats.
Randall. It's Harrison driving. I see no effects of that hyper. Wiggins fouled on the way in. At the line to shoot 2. Averages 5 points a game. We're going to make some changes if he makes this free throw right here. And you got them both. Bring back.
And you've also changed the rotation for Wichita State.
That call is actually switched over to Van Vliet. His first. Double up on Randall, soft double. Back out, Andrew Harrison. And Randall has 4 assists.
Yes, and that's right there, using his talent to make his teammates better.
It's Wiggins working that baseline, outside to Cotton, and he swishes home the 3.
Baseline. Looks like they've gone back to the man-to-man again, just trying to mix the defenses up.
Van Vliet almost came away with the theft. Aaron Harrison. And it's Cotton. Driving in, almost drops. That area, Marietta to Cale Cotton. He's become the hanging.
Plays much bigger than his 6'3" size, and that's going to have to be important when you look at the.
At a 4-point lead, its biggest, and now the Shockers have moved back ahead by 1. Dakari Johnson's back in. Ball on the floor. It's Van Vliet. Van Vliet feeds the top by Carter.
Oh, how about the misdemeanor by Van Vliet? And the finish by the big fella.
On the shot clock. Now Van Vliet goes past Randall and makes the floater.
You know what a head.
Shadrach Lufiel is back on the floor. Number 0 for the Shockers. And a couple of early baskets. And speaking of early, Lee Anthony to the hoop.
Randall has done his job of drawing attention. Now it's time for him to put his impact on it scoring.
Like that, right there. Randall's first basket.
Figuring out the areas that you're going to be able to attack. He's been really, really patient here today.
Baker slashing through. Oh, he got it around. Paulie Stein was ready to swat another one.
Yeah, great read by Baker.
Outside, and Paulson almost got the bounce. And Vliet bounces it to early.
And there you go.
More.
In one possession, you see the difference in these two teams. At times, the patience of Van Vliet to wait to the last moment to find Anthony early on that finish. What a beautiful delivery. In stride before the shot blocker can get there. 15-4 run by the Shocker. Oftentimes make you pay for the mistakes that you make.
And there is a block. Dakari Johnson got a hand on it. Boytress drives in. Gets it back and converts.
Good effort there on their bracket.
Here, good luck. When you find them, let me know.
Yes.
Dumping it down to Paulie Stein, who dunks it down.
Now that's good execution offensively, and that's something I'd like to see more. I think Paulie Stein can be more of a factor offensively. Terrific post entry there, and then the gather and the finish with contact by the big fella.
Former All-State wide receiver. And
that group went on to win a national championship. Could that be the case for the Wildcats.
2 years ago. Inside and off the glass for two. Carter convert. Coming around to deny. It was early, up ahead, blocked by Poitras. This season, bringing on many occasions what we've seen here today, a spark from off the bench. Johnson again wants it, draws the foul.
Didn't have a really good game against Kansas State, but he's really had a good stretch here.
Brooklyn, although his mother did move to Lexington during it. Andrew Harrison not on the floor.
Well, they just forced another. Oh my goodness, they forced a mismatch and not able to take advantage.
Oh, he does though.
My goodness!
Van Vliet saw it at mid-court. And he's loving it as he goes over and bounces right off the shoulder of Early. Van Vliet had just enough little hesitation to set it up for it to break.
I tell you what, the quickness of hand with the steal and then the perfect pass. Basketball is a game of rhythm, folks, and when you can make plays that allow the rhythm to be maintained, you get exciting plays and emphatic finishes like that.
Paulson comes in for Kentucky, and her coach Cal to find out what he wants to be operating with here with 7 to shoot. Paulson gives it up to Randall, way outside, and now the perimeter shot by Young.
Boy, was that big.
Wow, they needed that. Van Vliet, though, with 5 to Baker. That's a 2. Early putback, no. So Young hits a shot that Kentucky needed when they were running out of time on their possession.
How big, and good decision by Paulson to make that extra pass, caught Cotton off guard. And James Young with the triple to keep it close.
Kentucky led by 4 at 19 to 15. But a 10-point swing the final 10.5 minutes. Let's go over to Tracy.
Thanks a lot, Coach. That Van Vliet to Early dunk. What does a play like that say about your team?
Tracy, I just wish we had more time in the half. That's a play that can ignite you for the rest of the half. Tremendous steal, wonderful hands. People overlook that about Fred. He's all defensive player in our league. Got great hands, great anticipation, and Clee Anthony runs the court as beautifully as any player in the country.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Tracy. Not overlooked by my partner here, Greg Anthony, at all. What Van Vliet can do with those hands. He set up that dunk, and Wichita State's up 6 at halftime. We'll send you to AT&T at the half after this message and a word from your local station. A message he's been sending to his team, and that is over and over again. No one's been through as much as we have. That's what he tells his Wildcats. They built us up to be gods. We were preseason #1 because they wanted to tear us down. That's what he told them. And now we got to go prove everybody they were wrong.
Experience to play more to their instincts. They're forcing Kentucky to have to think a little more than they're comfortable doing right now.
Young lobs it down low. Probably Stein off balance, has to go back out with it. Here's Young, who hit the shot before the half. Followed up by Randall. Cotton open from the corner. Here's Randall looking ahead. Aaron Harrison, quick shot, got it. A 3.
And in their grand perimeter players, he has been really good for the Wildcats.
He was switched out that last time, and Van Vliet had to try to make a 3 over him. Here's Young to trim it to 1. And there is Randall. Defended once, but not the second time, and 1.
That's a grown man move. Julius Randall.
You're not kidding.
Oh, the effort, the energy, the activity, all on display by the big fella.
Wants to get back home to North Texas with his basketball team. So, unable to hit either one of them. Here's Poitras driving in, and Kentucky is back ahead. His first lead since 1918.
And also, Kentucky has been pretty good in the opportunities they've gotten in the open floor, and then all of a sudden, Ron Baker, they're able to run it right back at him after the score. It's a good decision here. That kick ahead, look at that angle it created for Poitras to attack. But then Kentucky falling asleep there, just a little out of possession, and Baker with the
Kentucky rally. He tried to kill it, drove right down and scored, just as he did on this occasion, right on the heels of a big Kentucky moment. He's got the three-point play. Pretty fearless kid. Darren, Andrew Harrison.
And that's an example where size does matter, because he didn't have Baker beat, but he just got his shoulder to a point where he could elevate and finish over the top.
Jumper, no. Grab, though, by Cotton. Out to Baker. He wants it. He got it. And
How often do you see that, folks? That offensive rebound point shot, because they're all scrambled trying to get that loose ball.
Baker now with 13. 5 of them the last 2 trips down the floor. Dakari Johnson. That's a strong move. All the way over to the wing. And Harrison drills it. To perfection.
Wow. How about the patience by Harrison there?
Going to stay as Cauley Stein third. Down to Carter. And he's able to squeeze that shot off with the foul committed by Poitras. Been a part-time starter. Came here from a junior Pina in March Madness Live. And 1 of 2.
And they also haven't gotten that man right there involved offensively.
Here's Early. There it is. That's a 2. Randall playing away from the basket here. 6 to shoot. Looking on Early.
Oh, my
How did
goodness.
that find the hole?
And you know, that's a mistake by Wichita State, but a brilliant play by Randall. The scouting report on Randall, he goes hard right, he's spinning back. And the defense doesn't react in time, and he's got the ability to switch it from left to right. Take the contact and get the finish. You know, I would comment on that by saying, this is the smartest. You still have to make good decisions under duress. And they've done a really good job of that here in the second half.
Randall has 10, 8 coming in this half. Wiggins putting up the 3. And he has just outscored. Your point about these freshmen for Kentucky. As one of them right there, Andrew Harrison takes it to the basket +1. And 10 total minutes of experience in NCAA tournament time. All 10 minutes. Midway second half. Here's Randall. Baker comes in for the board.
Yeah, but that was a good no call on that charge, because Early flopped, and they got away with it, and then he's able to get out in transition, I should say.
And Kentucky the other way with Young bouncing in and off the rim. Saved by Leafield. Early. Will he take it in? Yes, he will.
My goodness, what a play.
A little too steep.
You know what? I actually think, Jim, the pass was fine. He just missed
early.
it. He just missed it. It was in his hands.
By Kentucky. That's what Greg said. In fact, they viewed it as though being excited. Have a March Madness Live. Watch now. NCAA.com/March. Made a shot from the floor in 4 minutes.
And that's okay you're going to have stretches. Sometimes the defense is going to be better, but don't have the negative plays, the turnovers, and the unforced errors.
Has to force it. Oh, he banks it home. Unreal. Wow. To tie the game at 60. Fighting off the shot clock. And he banks it from the Kentucky bench.
This is like a heavyweight fight where both fighters have been rattled. They've been banged, they've been bruised, but neither has gone down.
Baker backs up for the three. He's got the answer. Right back at you.
Wow. All the hype about this young Kentucky team. Today they're showing its reserve. And now you see why Wichita State is 35-0.
Harrison on Baker for two. 6 minutes to go in a thriller in St. Louis.
They got a mismatch.
Here's Early. He punts it home for 3 more.
In the half court, getting quality possessions while those guys are on the bench.
Oh, and that's going to be on Van Fleet. His 4th.
Can stretch maybe a minute, or you go back to the zone to try to protect him on the defensive end. Going to roll the dice
Yes,
here.
he is.
With his general.
Aaron Harrison, 2 for 2. Early goes ahead and takes it. Oh, he is incredible in this half.
Woo! The ability to execute in the half court late in shot clock. Let's see how Kentucky responds.
Van Fleet has to be careful. Harrison driving in, and that was Early. Aaron Harrison.
Shot over the top.
And a shove outside on Cotton. Start. This game, there's a lot of underpinnings to this game, too. As Harrison earns one.
They'd have none and done because don't put the onus necessarily on.
Was a pass trying to go inside to Carter, and here's Harrison. Would have put Kentucky in front. Randall muscles inside, and he'll go to the line.
And then the effort on that offensive backboard.
2 shots for Randall. And the Wildcats in action later today. And Randall, that was for the tie. He was still slow to his feet. Kentucky has numbers. As Young comes in and gives Kentucky the lead by 1. Wichita State has bounced back from Kentucky's spurts a couple of times already. Will they do it again? It's Early. Yes, they do.
Wichita State looking like they're going to a bit of a zone here.
Yep.
Just to try to change the rhythm a little bit, but that makes you susceptible to that offensive backboard.
Harrison, who hit that big bank shot from over there and is late going. Young with a 3. 14 to shoot. Andrew Harrison driving in, and a foul is going against Wichita State.
I think that's going to be on Cotton, the right call. Again, that size of Harrison and his ability to just get angles. You see that he just gets the angle there, and that foot comes out. The slip causes the foul, but free throws, no less. Double bonus as well.
That's right, 2 free throws. 3rd foul on Cotton.
And that is the destination of this Shockers team.
The injury suffered Friday night was going to be an issue, as he hits 2 without even coming close to the rim. Again, Kentucky's matched its largest lead.
2 possession game here. Options for Wichita State. They don't have to go for 3, but they have to score.
It's Baker. He'll put up the 3.
Oh,
and he says we can bank them home too.
And he's saying he got hit on the elbow. Boy, with that have been crazy. We've already seen one 4-point play today.
Hey, Aaron, you can do it. You're not the only one. Banking it home from three-point land, and the Kentucky leads down to 1 with 29 seconds.
That's where you want to get the foul. Right there.
Randall, and
Smart
he is
play.
fouled by Early. There it is.
The second one, because then it allows your defense to be a little bit more aggressive, because you can, in essence, say
20 seconds to Van Vliet. Here's Baker. Early inside, and the foul's going to be on Kentucky.
now that's a 7, but it wouldn't have been 1 and 1.
That gives him 30 for the game.
And again, you'd rather try to get the foul on Randall or Poitras.
1-point game. 9.8 seconds left for Indianapolis. Can the Shockers find a way, or will Kentucky end the perfect season? And that'll send Andrew Harrison back for 2 more. Looking a lot more comfortable here at the line tonight.
And still be able to contest.
Oh, only got 1 or 2. Here comes Wichita State. And a timeout with 3 seconds left. And Early out high with Young looking to defend him. They set some screens. They get it into Van Vliet. He's going to take the 3 for the win. Oh, the perfect season has come to an end. The kids from Kentucky have banded together and are heading to the Sweet 16.
Good execution here, and he gets a decent look, but we talked about it. Cauley Stein's ability at 7 feet to move laterally and then get the contest against Van Vliet. And how about the job Aaron and Andrew Harrison did? They combined for 39 points today, 5 of 10 from 3, and you cannot discount the impact of James Young and Randall as well. Both played complete games. Terrific effort. All you can do, Jim, tip your hat, though, also to Wichita State folks. They showed today, even in loss, that they were deserving of a 1 seed. Spectacular performance in defeat.
Heartbreak for Wichita State. A 44% shooter from 3. Van Vliet, no question, the shot influenced by the fast closing Cauley Stein.